So the horrible news was just announced, and we all were afraid of this last night when Jamal Murray went down. Yes, it is a torn ACL, and he is out for the season. So what do the Denver Nuggets do now? I mean, if you look at the depth chart, it's Facundo Campazzo, who's been okay. He's like a 29 or 30-year-old guy from Argentina who played in Spain, undersized guy. He's okay. He's a good passer. You've also got like Shaq Harrison, Monte Morris. Bottom line is they cannot replace Jamal Murray. They can't replace him. They can't even go in the buyout market. So the trade deadline is over. There's no way to replace Jamal Murray. Their season is done. They are not going to go as far as they would have gone. Yes, Nikola Jokic is an MVP. Yes, Aaron Gordon is an upgrade, especially on defense. But Jamal Murray was key to them reaching their potential. Could they have gotten past the Clippers or the Lakers to go to the NBA Finals? Maybe, but not now. The Denver Nuggets are done. Their season, as we knew it, is over. Now, they're still going to try. They're still going to have a good seeding. They have one of the easier schedules in the second half of the season, so they're going to get to the postseason, hopefully, with the top 4 seed, but they're not going to reach whatever potential they had. They will not. Jamal Murray was one of the most exciting guys in the bubble last year. It was him and Donovan Mitchell going back and forth in the first round. Jamal Murray started the season slow this year, but then he started to turn it on. He looked like Bubble Murray, little inconsistent, but obviously Nikola Jokic is the engine to that team. But the point is, he is so good that there is no replacing him. The trade deadline is over. You cannot bring in a guy through trade. The deadline for buyout guys to be available for the postseason is over. So you cannot get any buyout guys. So they cannot replace him. What they're going to do is probably run some point Jokic, which is fine, but he doesn't replace the extra offense that Jamal Murray was going to provide. They're going to roll with Facundo Campazzo. They're going to roll with Monte Morris. They're going to maybe throw Shaq Harrison in there once in a while, but he's really just good for defense. The point is that the upper echelon of the West just got taken down a notch. It is the Lakers, the Clippers, followed by the Jazz, then the Suns, and then the Nuggets just aren't even in there for me anymore. The Nuggets are done in my mind. This sucks. The Denver Nuggets, their history, with Carmelo Anthony, they were decent, but, they were not as good as this. This was, to me, the best the Denver Nuggets had looked and the most hopeful I was for the Denver Nuggets to actually win a title ever, even with Carmelo Anthony back in the day. This was a team that took steps. They made the Western Conference Finals last year, and they were 1 year older. I think this is the 6th year that this core has been together. Like, that is the time when these teams start to roll, is around this time when they're no longer those young guys. Jamal Murray used to feel like one of the younger guys in the league coming up. Now that they've, been in the postseason lost, now they sort of feel like they are reaching their prime and they're building momentum in the postseason. So this was the year that they were going to probably capitalize on it and reach some potential. And now we're not going to see Jamal Murray until a year from now, which is, April? So, dude, think about that. I mean, maybe we'll see him around January. I'm just trying to think of the timeline for ACLs, but the point is they're not even going to have him for the beginning of next year. So this is devastating. The timing of this injury is horrible because not only do you lose him just before the postseason, it means his recovery is going to take into the beginning of next year, so you're not going to have him then. If this happened before the trade deadline, they could bring in someone who is like a point guard type. If this happened even before the buyout deadline was cut off, you could bring in a buyout guy maybe. But now you're screwed. The Denver Nuggets just had one of their best players injured at the worst possible time. This absolutely kills their season for me. It kills it. And it even more makes me wish they would have traded for Kyle Lowry. They were one of the teams that I put at the top of the list for, teams that could go out and get Kyle Lowry. And so they got Aaron Gordon, which was really good, but they didn't do enough. I thought they needed Kyle Lowry, and it would have been the perfect move now. But of course, that's in hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. So what do they do now? I mean, we talked about what they do with the point guard position, and it's not just point guard; it's shooting guard. He plays a little of both, but the offense really is what I'm concerned about, because I think Campazzo, he's a really good passer. He's a good playmaker. It's the extra scoring. So we're going to have Michael Porter Jr. step up. We were talking about Aaron Gordon being really good for defense. He's going to have to carry an extra offensive load for this team. Of course, Nikola Jokic is an MVP. And, if you want to talk about his case for MVP, I think this helps it maybe a little bit, because they're going to have to lean on him even more. But the bottom line is this kills their season in the postseason because their second best player goes down, so they won't be able to reach their potential. All right, guys, let's take a look at, Bol. First comment I went out and looked at said Bol. Yeah, that's right. I agree. Bol. Anyway, guys, so look, that's my instant reaction. It is horrible. It is a basketball tragedy. This sucks, basically, because, we all want to see like the NBA playoffs with everyone healthy. We want to see the true reflection of who the true champion is. So this takes out one of the better ones. So, guys, let's take a look at some of your questions and comments and just see what y'all got. Yeah, Bol, guys, you know how I feel about Bol. They kept him in the game with less than 1 minute left. I mean, what are you going to do? It's, what's funny is that sometimes with ACLs, okay, we got Ben Russin. Do you think the Lakers will pass the Nuggets now? What do you mean we'll pass? In the standings? No, definitely not. No. Look, this isn't so bad that it's going to kill their regular season. I'm just talking about the playoffs. I think the Nuggets are still going to win games. But don't let them winning games down the stretch fool you. This is about the playoffs. And in the playoffs, your rotation shorten and teams just become like the absolute best version of themselves. You only put guys on the court who can win big games. So this isn't the regular season where guys are messing around. This is all about the postseason. So when they win games in the regular season, don't let that fool you. This is a big, 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 big deal. Why this happened after trade deadline? Dude, I don't know, but it's horrible. Totally the NBA's fault. Don't even know what that means. AM Hoops, I subbed when you had 1,000 subs. Wow, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Who do you think is going to replace the Nuggets in the playoffs? No one. They don't have to have a replacement. So the Pelicans, I don't know about that, but Zion is looking amazing. Okay, guys, so that is my basic. How old is Murray? I think he's 27, 26. All right, guys, that is just my reaction. Today's video is about why I think LaMelo Ball should win Rookie of the Year, even though he's been out he'll be out the last 30 games. I don't care how good Anthony Edwards is. So tune in to check that out. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you. This is horrible that we have to be talking right now. Yeah, Ben, good call about the Blazers. But it is what it is, man. This happens every year. It's just too bad it happened to the Nuggets. I'll see you guys at 5 o'clock later.